In our top business story, innovation and the right partnerships remain critical for the aviation industry in order to face global economic challenges. That was the message from top industry leaders during the opening day of the Global Aerospace Summit being held in Abu Dhabi. His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Zayed Al Nahyan, CEO of Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, attended the opening ceremony of the summit's third edition, which attracted over 1,000 senior representatives and executives from the aerospace, aviation, and defense industries. Low oil prices and the global economic environment have been the top discussion throughout the two-day summit, with the speakers stating that the industry has to be flexible and agile. While delivering his keynote address yesterday, James Hogan, the president and CEO of Etihad Airways, stated that a sustained innovation process is fundamental for a large airline in a competitive environment. It was added that no one has a monopoly over innovation, and partnerships matter more than ever in the increasingly globalized economy.
Innovation has no boundaries, and it's about thinking, it's about being creative, it's understanding the advancements in technology and how that enables your own business, whether that's efficiency, whether that's cost. So it's about being efficient, being economically driven, in my perspective, enhancing service, unit cost reduction, you never stop. So Etihad Airways is only a relatively new airline, less than 15 years old. So we have an organic strategy. So we operate 120 aircraft, we code with other partners. We've also invested in airlines where we're bilaterally constrained to stretch our markets, such as India, Italy, Serbia, Australia. So it's driven by the guest. How do I overcome bilateral challenges? How do I ensure I give the guest in a digital society a network where they can travel anywhere in the world? And that's key to the strategy.
According to speakers at the summit, the industry should encourage innovation among its key players, which will translate to benefits for customers, facilitate competition, and stimulate the economy. In addition, officials representing the low-cost carriers at the event believe that now is the right time to develop and enhance their customer base by launching attractive offers coupled with improved customer experiences.
Economy downturns obviously comes and goes. And it's not the first time that the industry has seen a downturn. We had it as late as 2008, 9, and 10. And the business is resilient to manage that and face it. Normally, during the economy downturn, low-cost businesses such as ours do better because people would like to get the best deal, the more affordable deal, and therefore that's what we offer. That's our business. I also think that the world has gone such a small village today. The globe is such a small village. The travel is a necessity. Everybody has a need to travel. And no longer it's a luxury. Therefore, people will continue to travel.
The UAE and Saudi Arabia have the youngest successful entrepreneurs in the world, according to a survey by HSBC's private banking arm. The survey found that 63% of people who own a business with a turnover of more than $6.5 million and have a personal wealth of more than $250,000 in the two countries are under 35, what the bank calls millennial entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs in those two countries also start younger than anywhere else in the world, with an average age of 26 when they launch their own business. HSBC found that the oldest entrepreneurs are to be found in the United States, where 62% are over 55, and in the United Kingdom with 48%. Middle-aged entrepreneurs aged 35 to 55 are more in evidence in France and Germany. The survey was conducted among 2,800 entrepreneurs last year and also showed a big difference in wealth-generating trends between East and West. An entrepreneur in the Middle East, China, Hong Kong, and Singapore is likely to employ 100 workers and generate revenues of more than $10 million, roughly double the comparable figures for America, Britain, France, and Germany. The changing landscape of television content has been in top focus this week as the annual trade event CABSAT returns for its 22nd edition. His Highness Sheikh Hashr bin Maktoum bin Jum'a Al Maktoum, Director General of Dubai Information Department, officially inaugurated the region's largest trade event for broadcast, satellite, and entertainment sectors. CABSAT has also attracted a number of senior figures from international and local production networks who have been leading discussions during the Content Congress being held on the sidelines of the exhibition. Held under the theme, The Future of Television in a Connected World, industry experts discussed strategies for the television industry to compete with online entertainment platforms such as Netflix. Among the many speakers at the event was the co-head of International TV at DreamWorks Animation, who identified the current climate as the new golden age for TV production industry. It was added that the change in viewing patterns due to new technology was not played as disruptive role, adding that the television industry still remains at the cornerstone for content discovery.
I think that traditionally content suppliers have fractionalized their rights and held back rights. And I think that in the current environment, what's necessary is that those rights be shared with their affiliates and partners across the globe. Because the marketplace is changing, viewing habits are changing as well. And I think that what content suppliers need to do is to empower their distributors and their partners in every part of the world to deliver the content to customers where they want it, when they want it, fairly priced, and to make it available really everywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Television as a medium is really in its second golden age. And the concentration of talent that we're seeing in the business is really extraordinary. Sort of the greatest directors and stars and, writing talent are being attracted to TV because it's a great storytelling medium. So I think that that's one thing that's happening. So audiences are seeing things that are, these breathtaking mini-series and short-form series. And our content, as an example, we're producing over 1,000 half hours of new TV animation content at the highest end of the business. And I think that that's something only enabled by the expansion of television.
With over 950 exhibitors showcasing the latest equipment and technology, organizers are expecting new signings and deals worth millions of dirhams during this year's edition. According to an industry report by PricewaterhouseCoopers, the Middle East and Africa's film and audio entertainment media market is forecast to reach $66 billion by 2018. Though traditionally cameras and studio equipment have gained much attention over the years, organizers added that this year they're expecting a number of new co-production agreements between local and international production companies.
Yeah, there is, absolutely, both on sort of the equipment side and also now the transition moving away from studios seeing a hardware-based infrastructure to also complementing that with cloud, big data, and obviously security that are also coming into play. So there are also big issues in the electronic media element that are opening up new doors and new areas for broadcasters to invest for the future, as well as obviously some key connections on the co-production deals between different international and regional studios that will be shared, during the course of the event. Overall, I think, average deals on the equipment side here are ranging anywhere up from sort of, 150,000 dirhams up into the million plus range. That's set to continue. We know that there's noises there, but I think what will be enriched this year is some exclusive content deals, which can't be disclosed at this stage, but we know are definitely going to happen at this year's CABSAT.